Yeah, hello everyone. Hope you're doing great. I just wanna play this Australian Grand Prix. I think I'm using Charles Leclerc. So guys, if you come across the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. But sometimes when you're racing, it's pressure, so I won't be commenting too tough. So yeah, let's set up the race and then let's go for it. Yep. Yeah, man. So you go. Okay. Which one? Australia. Okay. Start new Grand Prix. Yeah, guys, I'm just trying it out to see when I play the game with commentary. Is it any better? Albert Park. I'm going for Leclerc. Yep. Weekend structure. Yeah, I'm gonna do the full race because people enjoy that. Yeah. Yep. So the race is gonna start now. Let me get myself a good seat. Yeah, let me just get myself a good seat. Actually, you know what? I forgot to share it. Let me just share it. But I hope everyone's good though. I hope you guys had a good festive season, Christmas, and then you got presents for your people and stuff like that.
You can hear the
You know what I mean?
Australian
Right now,
fans
I'm
roaring
grafting
as
right
they
now,
line
man.
the track here in Albert Park.
Trying to make
Welcome
some
to
dough.
Melbourne, and the roar from the crowd can only mean one thing.
So,
It's
let me
race day.
see. Let me post it on X.
We're a stone's throw from the enormous Port Phillip Bay for today's race at the 3.28-mile Albert Park circuit. It's a bumpy racing surface here, and the 14 corners could prove especially difficult in the wet conditions. So watch out for a safety car at some point during this Grand Prix.
It's coming on soon. Oh, it's raining. What?
So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Sergio Perez will lead us away from pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Leclerc, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Verstappen, Fernando Alonso, Ocon, Mick Schumacher, and Pierre Gasly, Bottas, Ricciardo, Yuki Tsunoda, and Norris, Magnussen, Joe, Nicholas Latifi, and Lance Stroll, Albon, and Sebastian Vettel starts from the back of the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? It's not going to be plain sailing for our drivers today, although with the sky falling as it is, perhaps sailing isn't too far from the truth. Natalie Pinkham, good to have you with us here today. Your thoughts?
It is a touch damp, isn't it? As a driver, there are three big things to worry about when racing in these conditions: standing water, tyre temperature, and visibility. Judging distance to the cars around you is really tricky when you're driving through the vast amounts of spray that these wet weather Pirelli tyres kick up.
Yes, my homies. Let's do my race strategy. I need some water because it's a long race. What's my targets for this race? Because you know the Red Bulls are strong. I'm playing at 35% AI. So what I'll do is I don't mind finishing on the podium because this is not one of my strongest tracks, even though it says it's very easy. So 58 laps, I'm pitting on lap 29. I'm going on 58, or I can pit on 19, 38, and 58. I might go for 3 stopper, you know. It depends, innit? Forecast is rain. Okay, let's just go for 1 stopper. 58 laps though. I'm not sure, man. For me to win the race, I probably need to do a 3 stopper. So I'll go for 3 stopper, and then whoa. I'm gonna stick with the balance because the increased downforce, I lose too much speed on the straights, and then the balanced one, the cornering is not too great. So I'm gonna go for a 3 stopper. Okay, let me just go for 2 stopper. Go back, start the race. Ooh, it's a slow start. Reaction was quite slow. I lost the few position. What's a good first corner? I slide it in there, man. It's raining, man. I got someone damage already.
Strategy available on the MFD.
Oh, that's not fair. I have to grab the sensors in because my tires are not warmed up yet. Hopefully I can keep up with the leaders, man. Oh man, what that broken there. Okay, into the penultimate corner. I'm not pitting there. I went into my own teammate, man. That's what's happening right behind me. I know the pressure driver as well. Hey, it's flat, man. It's flat. Yeah, here's a flat out section. All the way. Yeah, here you're braking. Left turn. Position the car for right turn. And then switch to the power. I'm struggling, man. The good thing is we're with the leaders, isn't it? So I could do something in this race, yeah. We're with the leaders, isn't it? So I could do something. I have to try and hit the curve, man. I'm too slow in the final section, man. final sector are very slow. You know, Max is right behind me, so I have to be on point. I have to try and get past the time on this lap now. There's a flat section now. Always remember that now. Yeah, it's flat. I have to try to position the car right behind Carlos. Yep. I have to try and go through, you know, this lap because Carlos is slowing me down, and I'm under pressure. I'm under pressure. Max Verstappen has the fastest lap right now. Carlos, man, let me through, man. Come on. You're slowing me down, man. I'm gonna make a mistake.
The weather's certainly eased off for the time being, but we've still got a lot of standing water out there. We're happy for you to stay out on the insters for now.
I'm under massive pressure. I don't mind letting him go. I'm gonna play some Carlos. I'm gonna have to overtake him in one of the corners.
position. You're in 4th position. Less than a second separates you. They're on a fresh set of inters. And Verstappen's behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on a fresh set of inters. Okay, gap to leader, 2.4 seconds. Your pit window's now open. Pit window is open. Light rain will stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to stay.
lap. Charles Leclerc. Come on, man.
Okay, we can take you this lap. Okay, we lost the position, try to keep focus.
I went into my own teammate twice now. This is not teammate right now.
That was a good turn in there, mate. That's earned us a decent pit stop time. All right, we'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy.
I came out last one after two stops. Front wing damage on. Ah, that's bad, man.
Yellow flag. Okay, clear. Some information on Magnussen for you. Okay, they're out of this race.
fastest, funnest car.
Lapping around a second faster than the car ahead. Keep this up. Brilliant, nice move. Keep going.
Thank you, engineer. I'm on first tires, so yeah, it's understandable. But now we got like 3.4 seconds ahead as well. You can do that. Try and go back in the fight for the victory. It's still possible.
Verstappen just put up the fastest lap of the race so far. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. You're increasing the gap to the car behind by a few seconds per lap. Keep it up. Okay, I think we're still on the right tyres for the time being.
Well, you guys need to fix it. This track is 250. I'm trying to fix tires and you know there's an option to fix tires as well. Yeah. Yo, who's online now? Who's online? Talk to me. Who's online, man? Woo! Who's online, man? Type in the comment section. Whoa. Ugh, come on. Have to be careful, man. You could do this, you could do this. Come on. On the inside we go. It's gonna have to be a late braking, but yeah. Let me line it up for raining heavier. Yeah, this is a block passing. Block passing. Yeah, block passing. Here we go, take a right. I'm gonna drive up a little bit. Brake. Take a right. Whoa, get over in front of me. Yeah, you have to be careful on this section because that's where I hit Carlos. The tires are warming up now, man. Yeah, tires are warming up. Really close to go. Very worried. What's the move? What's the move? I was worried I was gonna crash here, but yo, what a move, man. Yo, who's online, man? Drop some comments. Oh, I got the fastest lap.
We're in P14, Jules ahead of you now. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 2.6 seconds. They're on a fresh set of inters. Vettel's behind. They're on a fresh set of inters.
That's why I hit Carlos. I want the brake so early. When the brake so early, problem. The braking on the Ferrari is much stronger than the braking on the Alfa Romeo, so it's getting real close to me trying to go, and I'm worried about my front wing because I've already taken damage in it already.
Okay, so this light rain is going to be with us for a while now. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
Slow down just in time not to hit
Good job, nice overtake.
Yes, my friend. Thank you. Oh, so that corner is my nemesis. I brake too late for that corner. What? You trying to come back at me? I just have to get good braking here. Good turning here. Yeah, onto the curb. Follow each other. Follow.
Pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff.
Another overtake completed. Now we're in Q4. Now I've got Norris and Schumacher in front of me. Why these two are fighting? It's not gonna be easy. Wow. Oh, nearly went off the track. Oh. He ain't coming fast.
You've got 11th, that's 11th place. Schumacher ahead. And gap to the car in front is 1.0 seconds. They're on old intermediates. Okay, Bottas behind. Less than a second separates you. They're on old intermediates. The distance to the leader is 29.8 seconds.
I'm going through. 29.8 seconds. That's like a pit stop. That's like a pit stop in 5 more seconds. You know, so I'm playing stuff like that. Come on, Charles. Come on, Leclerc. You got Norris ahead of you. Freeze it. We're gonna have to do some late braking. We did it. We did it. I was still touching. Like, this is not appropriate. Nearly went into the wall. Yeah, he went past me again. Yeah, take that. Take that, Lando.
And we're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
Tires are struggling a little bit slightly.
gap behind is 2.6 seconds. Caution.
Well, my teammate is out of the session all the time. That's a fault, bro. And this is the one that
Carlos has dropped out of the race.
I went into the back of him twice.
Green flag.
Whoa, Gasly, man, what are you trying to do? Well, up are we on lap 19 of 58, so we got at least just 1 lap to go. Do it.
Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy. Okay, gap ahead is 4.2 seconds.
There's one message in my phone. I'll get back to the phone. Hold tight. Hold tight. About 3.6 seconds ahead.
Got P7, 7th place. Alonso's ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 3.3 seconds. Now on hold intermediate, Gasly behind. Okay, the gap behind is 1.2 seconds. Now on hold intermediate. Okay, so gap to the leader is 31.1 seconds. Your pit window opens in 8 laps time. 38 laps to go. The car behind started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. Let's make the most of it. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 2.1 seconds. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Oh, it looks like a bit of floor here, and I've got to pass the flat back. When I was behind Gasly, I was struggling, you know. So right now I'm holding the fastest lap. That's the best.
You're catching the car ahead by a couple of seconds a lap now. Really good. Nice move, good job. And gap to the car in front is 6.9 seconds. Okay, I think the track's going to be drying out quite soon. Be careful you don't burn out your tyres. The track's drying, but it's going to take a while to clear the standing water offline. Don't start thinking about slicks just yet. and we're currently sat in 6th. Ocon ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 4.7 seconds. They're on old intermediates. Alonso behind you now, and the gap behind us is 2.3 seconds. They're on old intermediates. Our gap to first place is 27.5 seconds. You've got 4 laps until your pit window opens. 34 laps to go. Check your MFD for a new strategy.
What the hell?
Good pace, you're catching the car in front by about a second a lap. You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff. No threat of rain for the time being, conditions look good. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now. The track's drying, the track is drying, let us know when it's time for slicks. Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
Surprised how well Ocon is doing. Because it's hard for me to close the gap. I'm still closing, but not as quick as I would like.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 5/10 a lap.
Guys, our strategy is looking good. The strategy is looking good. We just have to keep on pace and then maybe go a couple of laps longer than the rest of us. And then when we switch on some dry tires, slick tires, I can race with the leaders, maybe with Verstappen, Perez, Leclerc. They're trying to be out of the race now, so I just have to be patient. So guys, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. You know, the support is always appreciated. You know, and yeah, let's build up this channel. I want to get it to 500,000 subscribers, man. We could do it. We could do that, you know.
Okay, we want you to pit this lap, so push now, push. Hamilton's in the pits.
Hamilton's in the pits as well. Down low, we got 28 laps to go. 28 laps to go. Hold on, someone's at my door.
Are you all right there? Don't worry about the mistake, just focus on the rest of the race.
Sorry guys, I don't the door, man. That disrupted me.
Good work, we're in P4. That's Russell just ahead. Push for the position. Our gap to the car in front is 13.6 seconds. They're on a fresh set of inters. That's Hamilton behind. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 11.4 seconds. They're on a fresh set of inters. Okay, gap to leader, 16.4 seconds. Your pit window's now open. Pit window is open. Okay, 28 laps to go. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 8.6 seconds. Okay, some information on Norris. They seem to have an issue. The car behind started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. Let's make the most of it. Gap to the car in front is 7.3 seconds.
down trying to catch up to the leaders. And I don't think they would have to hit again, so that's the only thing.
You're lapping around a second faster than the car ahead. Keep this up.
I remember in Formula 1, when Lewis Hamilton was season, like when he used to fight with Rosberg, when he sees Rosberg, he just gives him more motivation to catch, innit? Yeah, you start braking a little bit later, you turn a little bit later, you know, you take more risks, innit? But you know your competitor is ahead of you. You can see him, you know what I mean? You can see him. You're thinking, what? If I just push, I'm gonna catch up. So what I'm doing is
Yellow flag. Okay, be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
yeah, what's up?
Okay, clear.
Yeah, I'm racing, man. I had two fingers, like I had damage, front wing damage in my own teammate. He's out of the session, and I went off the track when I was closing in on the leaders. So now I'm just trying to catch up to the leaders, see if I can make a battle of it. At least get the closing position. But it looks like George and they're driving really well.
Okay, gap ahead is 6.8 seconds.
Every time I close the gap, you just I can't pick now because I'll lose too many positions. So I'm gonna try and go to the end of those tires.
Fourth position, we're in fourth position. Russell's ahead of you now. Our gap to the car in front is 6.5 seconds. They're on a fresh set of inters. Hamilton's behind you now. Our gap behind is 18.2 seconds. They're on a fresh set of inters. The distance to the leader is 10.4 seconds. Your pit window is open, pit window currently open. Okay, 22 laps left. Caution, the virtual safety car's just been deployed with the build-up of debris on the track. Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until we get the green flags. VSC ending, wait for the greens. Green flag, we're racing again, let's go.
Come on, man, call the safety car, man. Come on. Give me a chance to win the race, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Someone call a safety car, man.
We expect you'll be noticing a bit of grip loss in the tyres around now, so just be careful.
Come on, I can catch up. I got 10 laps to go, man. I'm just holding position.
The weather's certainly eased off for the time being, but we've still got a lot of standing water out there. We're happy for you to stay out on the inters for now.
They came up behind back markers. guys are just ahead, you know. The backmarkers, they fight you, man. Yeah, they fight you hard. I'm taking a bit more risk now. I'm just driving with a bit more speed now. I'm trying to get a podium now. Podium. I'll get podium. But them backmarkers, they fight you hard, bro. Taking all there is now just to get a podium. I don't mind. I really don't mind. Oh, sorry, there's more, 18 more laps to go. I didn't even know, man. Guys, thank you for your support, man. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And also, guys, I'm looking for a driver. I'm looking for a driver that will drive, and then we can post the races online. You know what I mean? I'm looking for drivers, and if you're willing to drive, you know, some races, you can email me at motorsportprogression@gmail.com. I want to go and pick out some drivers and show. Yeah, I'm 2.7 seconds behind Russell, and I've only done one pit stop.
Good work, we're in P4. Okay, Russell's ahead. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 2.3 seconds. They're on a fresh set of inters. That's Hamilton behind. Okay, the gap behind is 24.5 seconds. They're on a fresh set of inters. Okay, so gap to the leader is 7.0 seconds. Your pit window is open. Pit window currently open.
I've got my calculations wrong. I thought it was 18 laps to go, it was 28 laps to go. So my calculations was wrong.
We're slowly gaining on the car in front. Try to keep up this momentum.
When you're driving a strong pace, it's not easy to keep up the time and stuff like that.
Okay, looks like some of those puddles are clearing. We're still definitely on the right tyre for the time being, but we're probably not a million miles away from slick conditions. Car in front is 1.6 seconds.
I think that's the fastest time in pit stop.
Okay, good work. Great pass. P3, you're currently in P3. Perez ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 3.8 seconds. They're on a fresh set of inters. Okay, Russell's behind you now. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on a fresh set of inters. Our gap to first place is 6.0 seconds. Your pit window's now open. Pit window is open. All right, 15 laps still remaining. Gap to the car in front is 3.3 seconds. Okay, you're creating some breathing space between you and the car behind by a few seconds a lap. Really good stuff. Okay, you've got P3, P3, well done. It's Perez ahead of you. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 2.5 seconds. They're on old intermediates. Russell behind, and the gap behind us is 2.1 seconds. They're on old intermediates. Okay, gap to leader, 4.8 seconds. Your pit window is open, pit window currently open, and that's 14 laps to go. Be aware the car behind has newer tyres. Car behind on newer tyres. You know what to do.
Why did you tell me that, man? The fuck?
Gap to the car in front is 1.9 seconds. Careful, the tyres have deteriorated significantly at this point.
not quitting, bro. I'm not quitting, bro. Get that. I'm taking Perez and Verstappen.
P3, you're currently in P3. Perez ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 1.6 seconds. They're on old intermediates. Okay, Russell's behind you now. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 3.0 seconds. They're on old intermediates. The distance to the leader is 2.5 seconds. Your pit window's now open. Pit window is open. Okay, 12 laps to go. Green flag.
I'll go take Perez at least.
The line is really dry enough yet to start thinking about slicks. Let's hold on to the inters for a little while longer. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. There's a new strategy available on the MFD.
Front time, man. Front time, man. You don't have to go.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Why do you say that? Let me just try it. I was just 2.2 seconds behind. I don't want to look at the tires. Closing up on them. We've got 8 laps to go to take the victory.
Great work, you're catching the car ahead by around 5/10 a lap.
Can get it under 2 seconds.
Strategy available on the MFD.
No, please, man. Please, there's no strategy here, bro. There's no strategy here, bro. For using the flat track there's a couple of mistakes I made. But in the next few races I'll try not to use the flat track. But it is what it is for us. So don't hate the play, I hate the game. Well, fastest lap 132.837. And my tires are that old and I go fastest lap. What? Nice gas. Nice gas up, bro. Right behind me, right behind me.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Nope, I am not pitting. Why should I pick? I feel on lap 7, I struggle so much with the tires. That's one thing I like about the game, the tires go long. But I hope they don't take my comments and make the next game like the tires go short. So 5 laps to go, man. You have to get this one. This one's been too many races, you know. It's perfect driving from now on.
The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap. Well done. There's a new strategy available on the MFD.
Please, man, why are you telling me that? You're gonna make me crash, man. Come on. Allow it, man, please.
care, our data's indicating high levels of tyre wear at this stage.
Are you telling me how levels of tyre wear when I get a faster track?
Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Still not a perfect situation, but I don't think we've got cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
I wonder if I can get one move on this guy, man. The filters are doing that. The filters are doing that.
Okay, you're sat in P2. Verstappen's ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 2.0 seconds. They're on old intermediates. Perez is behind you. Our gap behind is 4.7 seconds. They're on old intermediates. The pit window is open. Pit window currently open. Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
I done well, man. I drove with one tire for 51 laps. Like, who does that? And the hitting tire was for, you know what I mean?
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Got the driver of the day. Yes.
Another superb Australian Grand Prix comes to an end then, and it's a thoroughly deserved victory. Natalie Pinkham, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I feel consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently, and it's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be so proud of the victory they've secured here.
This guy wanna go.
Let's focus on the driver of the day. Natalie Pinkham, come on, who do you pick?
Charles Leclerc showed exactly how to manage yourself out on track today. He was almost flawless out there. Incredible stuff.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.